I smell basil. I smell basil in the salad.
It's coming.
A skiing picnic on the mountainside brings Martina Navratilova and her companions together. Best friend Judy Nelson, her strength and conditioning coach Joe Breedlove, and tennis coach Randy Crawford. Some tennis aficionados call this Team Navratilova. Crawford describes it as something more.
I found that she needs the support. She likes for people to be there, whether it's playing basketball, lifting weights, playing a match. You know, she likes to know that people are there. In the relationships that we share with Martina, I think you could very definitely call it family. When we're in Aspen, we live in her house, we eat her food. You know, everything that's hers is ours, and vice versa.
Martina's Aspen home sits at the foot of Independence Pass and reflects her independent spirit.
A home is where you have things that mean to you the most, and people that mean to you the most, not necessarily in that order. And it's the atmosphere of the place, and that's what I get here in Aspen, where when I came here the first time, I felt so at ease here. I think living in Aspen is how life should be, really. You can still have your career and do whatever it is that you want to do, but you can do it at your own pace. You don't have to be running around trying to live two lives at once.
The Aspen home reveals Martina's love of Art Deco, but the house is lived in like a dormitory, hardly glamorous, except for the photographs.
I like to get dressed up occasionally and see what I can look like when I do get to look like Jacqueline Smith looks all the time. It's hard to look glamorous when you're playing tennis, unless you put so much hairspray that your hair never moves. But sort of like some of those TV evangelists do.
But Martina is a video evangelist, preacher of the gospel of physical fitness. And in preparation for her sermon on the amount, of weights that is, there's even the obligatory hairspray.
Linda Evans, eat your heart out.
All right. Yay.
This may look like Hollywood, but it's the basement workout room of the Aspen Club, sweatshop turned into soundstage, for Martina's how-to video, now available from RKO Pictures. But this is Hollywood's version of a Martina workout. The real thing is a daily episode of much heavier drama. Between sets of pumping iron, Martina herself is pumped up by the example of strength coach Joe Breedlove.
I see myself as almost like the motivator, the one to back in the shadows and try and push her and get her going.
We've done some very serious training, and Martina's a very physical player, and when she feels like her physical abilities are at their highest point, at their strength, and that's where she gets her confidence.
I don't enjoy the pain. I like the way I feel afterwards and what it does for my tennis and just how I can run around and be stronger and take off faster. I like what it does for me physically, but I don't like doing it. I mean, I'm trying to make it fun, but I'd rather go play basketball than lift weights. Basketball is fun. I get to run a lot, and I get to get in shape at the same time and have a good time at the same time, which doesn't usually happen. Basketball, you're competing against other people, and it's such a free game, and I'm learning so much. I'm still so bad, but I'm getting better. I think if I wasn't a tennis player, I would have liked to have been either a basketball player, black one, so I can dunk. Michael Jordan's my hero, or a skier. Those sports are so free. They're so different, but they're just free.
Oh, she hit the inside.
As in all sports, the point for Martina is scoring points. As this goalie discovered, she likes to overwhelm the opposition.
Now, we actually feel like she can walk on the court and intimidate her opponent just from her physical strength, the fact that she can hit a powerful serve, that she can come to the net and hit a winning volley. We like for Martina to scare them a little bit.
Wimbledon center court is it. You know, that's where you want to be when you're a performer, when you're a tennis player. That's the place to do it. And it just makes me more excited than anything else. The whole feeling of being there, walking through the clubhouse and knowing all the great players, alive and dead, who had played there, who had been there, who spent some of their best times of their life there. You don't get it anywhere else. I mean, I don't, and I don't think anybody else does.
Tell me what Wimbledon means. Can you ever win enough Wimbledon?
Oh, sure. I think 2 more would be nice. Because that would break the Helen Wills Moody's record of 8. And I have 7. If I didn't win another one ever again, I'd have to be satisfied with what I did out there. But it would be nice to do it again. What can I say? I mean, I think I have the game for it, and I have the body for it, and I have the mind for it still. So I'll give it my best shot. But I think I just want to feel that I went out on a good note. I don't want to sort of linger around. And to me, there would be nothing better than to win Wimbledon and quit. The mountains is eventually where I want to be, and I think Aspen is where I want to live once I stop playing tennis.
Of course, you'd expect the skiing to be great in Aspen, Colorado, but what about tennis in a town where it snows from mid-September to mid-June? And tennis balls give way to snowballs.
There's an abundance of tennis courts in Aspen, but very few indoors, and just one that's clay. But if your name is Navratilova, they're easy to reserve. Unlike this casual doubles game, virtually all of Martina's daily Aspen court time is rigorous practice and private. A challenge for both Martina and Randy Crawford, a former player on the men's pro tour who this year replaces the phenomenally successful Mike Estep, the coach who led Martina to 5 successive Wimbledon titles.
There's no doubt that was a very, very successful relationship. For whatever reasons, I think they were both ready for a change. I'm a great fan of Mike's. I know him very well, and I know he did a great job. It's a tough job. I mean, I know what he went through now. I'm getting a taste of that. So my basic job with her is to, on the tennis court, is to kick her in the fanny and say, you know, we got to get this done. We got to do it. And she understands that.
You know, he's a very gentle human being, and he's got a good attitude, and he's a good player. And I felt that I could teach him what I need.
And her needs and attitudes have changed during her career. Aspen friend and former pro doubles partner Julie Anthony recalls the early years.
Well, Martina and I have known each other since she was 17 years old, and was a fat little Czechoslovakian girl coming over to play in America and eating America, I think. She discovered pancakes and hamburgers and had a lot of talent, but was totally undisciplined. Now she is a total professional, mature pro. She has taken this raw talent and fine-tuned it to become a superb tennis machine.
But in 1987, the machine has sputtered. Losses to old rivals Hannah Mandlikova and Chris Evert are frustrating. Losses to wunderkind Steffi Graf at first dismaying, but ultimately inspiring.
She's a great player, and she has given us a shot in the arm. She's given us women's tennis shot in the arm. We needed somebody new to come up and challenge Chris and myself. And she's not only challenged us, she's beating us. So I'm rising to the challenge, and I'll be ready for her.
Martina,